bottles in this bitch, 100 models in this bitch. We gon' party like we won the fucking lotto in this bitch. Living reckless, yeah, we know your crew can't hang. We in the section, throwing up them hundreds like it's change. SIMBA, back at it, I'm down in the fifth. I bought the whole shit, making moves, I'm out of the trench. Got out of LA, West Coast, where I represent. It's me, SimbaTv. Bang! What is good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Simba coming back here again with another reaction video for you guys today. For today's reaction video, we got 25 things you missed in Big Mouth, man. I can't wait to jump up in it. If you guys are not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Become part of the notification. Gang, 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 gang. We're bringing new videos to you every single day. So without further ado, let's jump up in it.
With 3 seasons and a whole lot of hormones, the Netflix original animated series Big Mouth has so much to take in. The show often riffs on pop culture, has numerous guest stars, and is filled to the brim with small moments and details. So let's dive right into our pillows as we uncover some secrets, moments you missed, and great references the show's made. Also, with a big emphasis on season 3 of the show, there will be major spoilers, so you've all been warned. Why not get started with a deep dive right into the season 3 finale? We warned you that there would be spoilers.
Oh, you don't like spoilers? Well, let me explain this to you. I'm not a good mitten.
The finale takes things to a whole epic new level as a storm forms over the town, giving all of the kids superpowers. The formation of superpowers allowed the animators to go all out with comic book and movie references. One of the easiest group of heroes to spot in the episode, the Fantastic Four. Gina clearly has the powers of Mr. Fantastic as she stretches her body into multiple positions. Devin heats up with a streak of some flame powers, and then there's Andrew with the ability to turn invisible, but only if he passes a little gas first. The only one missing from the 4 was the Thing. And sticking with the heroes featured in the episode, each time we got introduced to a new one, we were treated to a cutscene with their name and a detailed illustration. Of course, many of the names of these heroes are not appropriate for YouTube, but there's one we did want to focus on. Early on, Missy reveals her hero name to be Hurricane, with an emphasis on the her. Missy comments about how female heroes often have to have their gender specified in the title, and she's exactly right. There's She-Hulk, Batgirl, Batwoman, Miss Marvel, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and even some obscure ones like Miss Arrowette. Sure, we also have Batman and Superman, but the female hero namesakes often feature a lot more focus on the feminine titles. There's nothing like a good pop culture reference in Big Mouth, especially when they do not have to directly mention the reference and make it obvious that the shout out is even being made. Take for example the season 3 episode Obsessed. When Matthew and Aiden spend some time alone together, Maury shows up to help give a little encouragement. His outfit is actually a replica of the legendary wrestling superstar Macho Man Randy Savage. Some of you may know him from the Slim Jim commercials. Either way, Maury uses the Macho Man costume and voice impression to encourage a little wrestling between Matthew and Aiden. The impression of Randy Savage is pretty dead on and includes an "oh yeah" for good measure. Along with the Macho Man reference in the episode Obsessed, we take a journey with Nick into the world of Celsi. Even though the shots go by quick, there are a ton of small moments to take in as Nick journeys past viral videos adorn across Celsi's digital wall.
Is that Salt Bay? That was Salt Bay. It was. That is
small
Salt
moments
Bay.
to take in as Nick journeys past viral videos adorn across Celsi's digital walls. Look closely to spot a guy flossing, a skateboard trick gone wrong, and a viral video of Donald Trump's baby balloon floating through the sky. Another frame includes a classic animated version of the Rickrolled YouTube prank and the smoking baby that went viral for all the wrong reasons. The moments were not just a callback to all of the popular content seen on YouTube and beyond, but a reflection of the media that we take in, scroll by, and digest on a daily basis. In the season 3 finale Supermouth, superhero references weren't the only thing jam-packed into the episode. During the opening scenes of the episode, we see Caleb approach Andrew outside of the school. Caleb wears a bright yellow jacket with his hood up as the rain pours down. While no clown appears, the reference is a clear shout out to the movie It. In the opening of both versions of It, a young boy with a yellow rain jacket gets pulled into the sewers by the clown monster. Thankfully, Caleb doesn't encounter any monsters. He just creates a world world of superheroes in his own mind. There's nothing like watching a random episode of Big Mouth to suddenly find yourself thrust into a catchy and hilarious song. This is exactly what happens in the second episode of the third season, entitled Girls Are Angry Too. When the girls at school decide to stand up for themselves and dress the way they want, we see a very inspired musical number. The whole song and dance routine was clearly a riff on the Nicole Kidman film Moulin Rouge. Matthew even does a big introduction to the song, much like Ewan McGregor's character does in the movie. The school halls transform into neon lights and dramatic stages just like in the movie, and popular music video for the film's song, Lady Marmalade. After you've binged watched a whole Big Mouth season, there's nothing more exciting than going back just to watch for background details. It's a show where it's really worth pausing and looking at all the little moments. Case in point, the school cafeteria. One of the posters in the cafeteria has a sign that says, "Eat your veggies, it's healthy," and features a big picture of pizza directly in the center. The sign alludes to the controversial 2011 decision that pizza may be counted as a vegetable in school lunches just because of the tomato paste included in the pies. The poster clearly mocks this decision and showcases what a disaster some school lunch programs really can be. The opening sequence of the 6th episode of season 3 takes us right into the dream world of Jessie. She travels through the jungle as she encounters a giant snake in tight jeans. While the whole snake metaphor was pretty obvious, there was another funny reference tossed into the mix as well. Jessie's outfit is a clear callback to the 2018 action film Tomb Raider. If the ponytail and white tank top weren't a dead giveaway, then the bandaged arm definitely was, because that was one of the main iconic moments featured in all of the Lara Croft promotional pictures and movie posters. Her cargo pants are even inspired from the video game character brought to life, adding a whole other layer of fun to this short dream sequence. Thanks to less restrictions than network or cable television, Netflix gives Big Mouth a platform to really get away with pretty much anything. And it gives all the original series a way to promote their shows. In season 3, there was a major crossover with the Queer Eye cast, but there was also a subtle reference to the Netflix original series 13 Reasons Why as well. In the same episode where Jessie dresses up like a Tomb Raider, we get a quote about the dark drama. In a discussion of the possibility of someone taking their own life, someone mentions the action should never be done, even though it makes for some captivating programming. The captivating programming is a clear reference to 13 Reasons Why, the show based around a girl's decision to end her life. One of the more obvious references on Big Mouth is the show's local mini golf course, aptly named Golf Lundgren for the action movie star Dolph Lundgren. The golf course doesn't just feature giant designs of the actor's likeness, but goes on to reference a number of his movies, including Rocky IV and Masters of the Universe. In the season 3 finale, everything came full circle at the Golf Lundgren course. When a giant potty monster forms, Jay decides to use his special powers to create a Sylvester.
Tell me that is like pace or something. Tell me that's not what I think it is. Because I think I know what it is, and I think you know what it is, but I can't say it on YouTube. But I'm going to say it's paste or lotion or something of that nature.
Stallone giant. So the two, we'll just call them substances, do get out in what could be called a rematch of the Rocky IV showdown. It was a great callback to both the Big Mouth series and the classic boxing film. One of the most parodied and referenced movies of all time has to be The Matrix. Even Big Mouth could not resist calling out the 1999 Keanu Reeves action film. The first shout out to The Matrix came in the episode The Shame Wizard, where Rick gets The Matrix and Speed mixed up. Naturally, they are both action movies featuring Reeves. You could probably get John Wick mixed up in there as well. The second episode comes in the season 3 episode Supermouth. When Lars throws a table at Nick, Nick bends over backwards, performing the same move Reeves did during the unforgettable bullet time sequence. There was no slow motion like The Matrix, but the move and camera pan look very similar. When Jessie decides to explore herself, we are treated to the whole experience as a game show entitled Do the Thing. The show was clearly inspired by The Price is Right, and there are many references to the classic daytime game show. A lot of references can be seen with Jessie's hormone monster Connie. She wears the iconic yellow name tag on her shirt, and the shirt itself features a picture of Jessie on it. Price is Right contestants have a tradition of making custom shirts, and the same detail here was a fun touch. The Yodeler game is clearly modeled after the classic Cliffhangers game, and even includes the same type of yodeling music as the character climbs up the mountain. We don't blame you if you miss the next moment, because the final minutes of the season 2 episode Smooch and Share is filled with a whole lot of chaos and action. When the Shame Wizard completely leaves the school, all of the kids begin acting shameless, getting involved in all types of acts.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. YouTube, I am sorry. Don't take my channel again, please. But what is happening here? My man pooping. She over here rubbing herself. He's naked, like fully naked.
Look in the background when Missy is having some alone time with her glowworm, you will see a group of 4 boys. They are all dressed down with paint on their body and recreating a famous scene from Lord of the Flies where a huge stone gets dropped on the character Piggy. The scene cuts away just before the stone gets dropped, leaving the fate of the young boy up in the air. Some more scenes involving the Shame Wizard include a reference to one of the most popular animated shows of all time, The Simpsons. It's only natural for animated shows to make references to Homer and his yellow-skinned family, and there are actually 2 moments in Big Mouth. In one of the bathroom stalls, you can see the phone number 555-0113. This number is the same one the Simpsons use for their home phone throughout the series. For more confirmation on the number, there's another written message that reads, "Eat my sharts." A clever twist on the classic Bart Simpson line, "Eat my shorts." Of course, when Bart first uttered the words, "Eat my shorts," parents were horrified. While compared to Big Mouth, that line is as innocent as saying hello. The movie posters tacked onto the walls of all the Big Mouth characters are another fun thing to spot and look for in each episode. One of our favorites has to be from Jesse's basement. In the season 2 episode Drug Buddies, we get a good look in the basement and a glimpse into the life of Jesse's dad. Besides the Matchbox 420 box, look at the poster for Bowling Dudes on the back wall. The poster is a clear recreation of the Jeff Bridges and John Goodman film The Big Lebowski. Both characters stand in the same pose and style seen on the movie's DVD covers. Bowling Dudes is actually not a bad name for the film either. We all know about Maury's love for Aerosmith, and the show loves to reference it time and time again. There's big moments like the song "I Feel Like Shit, This Must Be Love." The song is a clear parody of Aerosmith's "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing" from Armageddon. The show also has a lot of small details as well, like when Nick and Andrew visit Maury's office. Look closely at Maury's list of things on the wall. One of his to-do errands is to purchase Aerosmith tickets. The small details like this helps build and create the large Big Mouth universe. Expect to see plenty more Aerosmith references once season 4 rolls around. The Shame Wizard is not all doom and gloom.
This whole thing is my fault.
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, we guess he pretty much is. At one point, he does get a chance to show off some of his DJ skills, though.
Okay, go ahead.
If the song the Shame Wizard plays sounds familiar, then you were likely a Nick Kroll fan long before he began voicing multiple characters on Big Mouth. The song the Shame Wizard remixes is actually the Nick Kroll Show theme song, his former Comedy Central series, which helped put the star on the map. The nice little callback was a great reflection of how far the comedian has come over the years. The Super Mouth episode featured a whole mix of hero parodies from different genres. So now let's focus on all the DC references. Lump's high-speed hijinks were reminiscent of The Flash. Jay's brothers were clearly inspired by the Joker and Bane, but not just any version. Both the Joker and Bane were based off of the Christopher Nolan takes on the characters from The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. We even got to hear the deep Bane voice back in action along with the iconic face mask.
What are they? Radioactive cotton candy brandy bar.
My favorite.
And as an added bonus, one of the girls in the hallway was controlling a large group of vines in a very similar way as Poison Ivy would. There are so many side characters and extra people on Big Mouth, it's really hard to keep track. One of our favorite sidekicks has to be Jay's dog named Featuring Ludacris. The self-aware dog probably understands exactly where his name came from as well.
Me.
Ludacris is notorious for popping up as the guest artist on many tracks, including for people like Justin Bieber. Even movies like entries in the Fast and the Furious series would use promotional materials like Featuring Ludacris. Instead of being the main act, Ludacris made Featuring Ludacris his full-time gig, and his bank account is likely reaping in the benefits. While Jordan Peele provides the voice of the dog, it would have been great if they got the actual Ludacris.
Oh yeah,
like many cartoons, all of the characters in Big Mouth feature their own signature outfits. The outfits become their calling cards, including Missy's trademark overalls with a yellow shirt underneath. For multiple seasons, we couldn't quite put our finger on why the outfit looked so familiar until the second episode of season 3. When Missy has attention drawn to her for her outfit, the teacher proclaims she's dressed like a minion and it all clicks. Yes, Missy has always been dressed like a minion, the infamous little creatures from the Despicable Me franchise.
That is so smart, bro. I did not. Oh, that's so smart. Yo, Big Mouth is hilarious for that, bro. That's smart as hell. I like it. I like it. I enjoy that.
We're not sure if this was done on purpose or not, but the showrunners finally called themselves out with this simple line of dialogue. The characters on Big Mouth feel the pressure of a big test, and many of them resort to purchasing Adderall from Jay to help them stay grounded and focused. Well, the pills didn't have quite the same effect on everyone. Nick pretty much spazzes out, his eyes get a little wonky, and his voice changes. If you listen close to some of his dialogue, Nick actually starts spouting out dialogue from Butthead.
Yeah, pills. For my bungholio.
Yep, that Butthead, from the classic MTV show Beavis and Butthead. Just a few moments later, we hear Jay refer to himself as the Wolf of Walgreens, a clever pun based off the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Wolf of Wall Street. There's a whole lot of pop culture packed into one short scene. In season 3, we get to meet Missy's hormone monster in the form of Mona. Mona is brass, aggressive, and to the point when it comes to managing Missy's hormones. In the episode Supermouth, Missy and Mona talk about getting revenge on the kids at her school, which includes fire, dragons, and tearing everyone apart. Missy then references Game of Thrones, but Mona is quick to chime in that she prefers the HBO show Westworld better. Turns out, Mona is actually voiced by Thandie Newton, one of the stars of Westworld. Nice little plug and promotion for your own show in a world crowded with Game of Thrones references. Let's take a venture back to season 1 of the show, when all of the background jokes were just beginning and became a huge staple of the show's design. As the characters visit New York City, take a good look at the multitude of billboards which appear in the background. One of them is for a horror movie entitled Stay Out. The billboard is a clear parody of Big Mouth voice actor Jordan Peele's massive hit Get Out. There's also a billboard up there for Oh, Hello on Broadway. The show's name is real and based off of an actual show. Oh, Hello on Broadway was a production that Nick Kroll and John Mulaney once teamed up for before joining forces again on Big Mouth.
That's
Big
crazy,
Mouth truly
man.
has an all-star comedy voice cast, with many actors coming on for small roles or actors like Nick Kroll taking on multiple characters. Jordan Peele not only does double duty as the voice of the Ghost of Duke Ellington and featuring Ludacris, but has made voice acting on the show a family affair. Peele's wife and actress Chelsea Peretti voices the character of Celsi, which is a nice little pun on her real-life name. She also voices Monica Foreman Greenwald, pulling double duty on the show much like her husband. There's clearly a big happy family vibe with the cast of Big Mouth, as several performers like Maya Rudolph and Fred Armisen have worked together numerous times in the past. We started with a whole bunch of Fantastic Four references, but now we will end things with the X-Men, because that season 3 finale was just so jam-packed with references and moments. Let's look at the obvious here. Missy was clearly supposed to be Storm from the X-Men. We also saw a random kid pull off his glasses and reveal powerful beams shooting from his eyes, just like Cyclops. Lars also represented the wheelchair-bound Xavier. During his final clash with Storm, we even saw Lars get turned completely bald during the attack. And lastly, we have Maury, who revealed some pretty sinister claws as he transformed into his own version of Wolverine. Hopefully in season 4, we get to see the characters transform into these heroes again and have more fun with their newfound powers. Wow, we managed to skip over all kinds of crazy stuff on the show and present you with all these hidden moments. Which one was your favorite?
Yo, man, Big Mouth is wild. Big Mouth is wild. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.